All right, I just want to look at this whole, so NDA resolution, I believe, has just been accessed. We are flashing that. But I just want to look at, what is it that Akhilesh Yadav did in Uttar Pradesh, which worked like this, 43 to 36, which did not happen in the other Hindi heartland state of Bihar. And if you look at, I just want to look at where the lower caste, so he's been going on and on about this PDA, Pichla Dalit Alpsankyak, where Dalits were more than 20% of the population. Just look at this entire belt of Purvanchal completely taken over by the Samajwadi Party. You just take a look at how different this part of the map was in 2019. This was a whole bunch of orange and a whole bunch of blue. This was Mayawati's vote, which essentially then all became green here in this part of this part of Uttar Pradesh. There's also a lot of green here, which this is the Mempuri, Itawa, Faizabad, that belt. But again, I come back to the point. I mean, there is something fascinating that has happened as far as Uttar Pradesh is concerned, Rahul, which didn't quite work in Bihar.
So there are three things that have happened on the ground, and Naren could bear me out on this. The first, of course, is the very, very assiduous and extremely cannily done ticket distribution.
Yeah.
So the idea was to actually go out there and empower castes beyond your traditional vote bank, M and Y. And in a sense, what Akhilesh Yadav did was to take a leaf really out of the BJP's social coalition book. The idea was to try and break the BJP, divide its caste while consolidating your own. The second aspect was to overplay the angle that, look, the Prime Minister wants 400 plus, so that he can actually do away with reservations for some of the Dalits and others. And that led to the message was that. And third, most importantly, let's not forget that some of these castes have been the ones that have been the most affected, actually, by the two big events that have taken place, one after the other, that have actually made life a little more difficult for all of us to lead, which is a epidemic or a pandemic. And the second one was a war which pushed up prices and inflation, and led to, of course, joblessness. These three things were the real leitmotif of the campaign. Anywhere that Mr. Akhilesh Yadav went, he talked about dislocation, dislocation, and dislocation. At the very same time, the BJP did not think it necessary, thinking that the Modi and the Yogi factor were good enough to override some of these issues, did not get in there and try and mitigate.
I believe we have the news of the NDA resolution.
We've got the resolution also. The NDA resolution has been passed. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has been picked as the NDA leader. The resolution is in Hindi. I'm just reading it out and we try and see if we can get it on the screen right behind me. भारत के 140 करोड़ देशवासियों ने पिछले 10 वर्षों में आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में एनडीए सरकार की जन कल्याणकारी नीतियों से देश को हर क्षेत्र में विकसित होते हुए देखा है। बहुत लंबे अंतराल, लगभग 6 दशक के बाद भारत की जनता ने लगातार तीसरी बार पूर्ण बहुमत से सशक्त नेतृत्व को चुना है. So again, a reference to 1962 being made, that after so many times, so many years, so many decades, such a thing has been repeated. 62 years. So he said 6 दशक के बाद, 6 decades later. हम सभी को गर्व है कि 2024 का लोकसभा चुनाव एनडीए के ने आदरणीय श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में एकजुटता से लड़ा और जीता. हम सभी एनडीए के नेता आदरणीय श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी को सर्वसम्मति से अपना नेता चुनते हैं. यूनानिमसली वी इलेक्ट हिम एज आवर नेता, एज आवर लीडर. श्री मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में एनडीए सरकार भारत की गरीब, महिला, युवा, किसान. सो दोस 4 planks reiterated there: गरीब, महिला, युवा, किसान, द पुअर, द वुमन, द यूथ एंड ऑल्सो द फार्मर. और शोषित, वंचित एवं पीड़ित नागरिकों की सेवा के लिए प्रतिबद्ध है. भारत की विरासत को संरक्षित कर देश के सर्वांगीण विकास हेतु एनडीए सरकार भारत के जन जन के जीवन स्तर में सुधार लाने के लिए कार्य करती रहेगी. विकास भी, विरासत भी. अगेन अंडरलाइंड, वी आर गोइंग टू कंटिन्यू टू पुश थ्रू, ट्राइंग टू रिवाइव आवर सिविलाइजेशनल इथॉस, आवर हेरिटेज एंड दैट विकसित भारत. सर्वांगीण विकास हेतु एनडीए सरकार भारत के जन जन के जीवन को स्तर में सुधार लाने के लिए कार्य करती रहेगी. प्रस्ताव सर्वसम्मति से आज दिनांक 5 जून 2024 को नई दिल्ली में पारित हुआ. So 5th of June 2024 is where the resolution has been passed. The members present at the NDA group meeting: Shri Narendra Modi, JP Nadda, Rajnath Singh, Amit Shah, Chandrababu Naidu, JDU, Nitish Kumar, Eknath Shinde, Shiv Sena, HD Kumaraswamy, JDS, Chirag Paswan, LJP. And, okay, this is the entire letter and we'll try to call out the, so I've just read this out. This is the important part. एकजुटता से लड़ा जीता, हम सभी एनडीए के नेता आदरणीय श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी को सर्वसम्मति से अपना नेता चुनते हैं. Then, this is the other aspect. The 4 planks, गरीब, महिला, युवा, किसान, and then the शोषित, वंचित एवं पीड़ित नागरिकों की सेवा में करने के प्रतिबद्ध हैं. And last, here is the one. विरासत को, भारत की विरासत को संरक्षित कर देश के सर्वांगीण विकास हेतु एनडीए सरकार भारत के जन जन के जीवन स्तर को में सुधार लाने के लिए कार्य करती रहेगी. And now the list, we'll just try and see if we can get the list out also. The list of the people who are part of the NDA. So I was reading it out. Chandrababu Naidu, Nitish Kumar, Eknath Shinde, HD Kumaraswamy, Chirag Paswan, LJP, Jitan Ram Manjhi, the Hum Party, Pawan Kalyan, Janasena, Sunil Tatkare, NCP, Anupriya Patel, Apna Dal, Jayant Chaudhary, RLD, Praful Patel, NCP, Pramod Boro, UPPL, Atul Bora, AGP, Indra Hang Subba, SKM, and Sudesh Mahato, Rajiv Ranjan Singh, JDU, Sanjay Jha, JDU, and they were present along with Narendra Modi, Rajnath Singh, JP Nadda, and Amit Shah. So 21 people, and the party coordinators, Vinod Tawde and Tarun Chugh. So these are the 21 members of the NDA who are present. This is the list and who have passed this resolution. What does this mean? The Shoshit Vanchit Peedit, is this because of the JDU coming into play, or this is part of the plank? Because the Mahila, Garib, Kisan and Yuva was something the PM has already spoken about. Yeah.
No, I think let's be honest. You know, the NDA has done very well, or let's say the BJP has done extremely well over the last 10 years because of their welfareism, which has been broadly targeted at all these categories of people.
Right.
So, I mean, this is a continuation of that pledge that we will continue to serve those who are the most marginalized.
Yeah. No, absolutely. I mean, and the thing is that if you see this formulation, nobody can object to this formulation. It's as simple as it gets. It's there's nothing controversial in it. And ultimately, when you, essentially in this alliance, you can't have the core agendas of the BJP. You can't have some of those things which are contentious. UCC, the one nation, one election. Well, that is going to create discord. So, so this is.
So he's pushed for the Vikas Bhi, Virasat Bhi agenda, the 4 planks, the pillars of society or social engineering that the BJP wishes, because that is something which is commonly agreeable. Both the allies, the Daya Baya, the two ends, have said that we need to have a common minimum program.
What this for me does prove, however, is that the BJP has, you know, it's always been reconciled to the fact that caste plays an important role. But I think this is probably wordings that have been brought in also at the instance and the behest of some of the new allies. That look, we must establish certain or address certain caste constituencies even in our messaging.
So that Shoshit Vanchit Peedit has to come because of the JDU and...
Because there is no question that caste played a huge role in this election.
Yeah.
Akhilesh Yadav, Rahul Gandhi, a lot of the advances they've made have happened because of the appeal to specific issues around castes. Right? So the political class has to respond to that.
Correct. Now, the caste census, does that then come into play? Because again, the psyops from the Congress has already started on both Chandrababu Naidu and also on Nitish Kumar. So this is the NDA group list. Yes, Rahul.
You know, yesterday, Anand, if you paid attention, the Prime Minister began by saying that I reaffirm, as the head of the BJP, our collective faith in the Constitution. Do you see? That was a straight signal. Now, that is why we're all suspecting that in the months to ensue, in the first 100 days, there will be a large number of benefits that will be given out to certain caste groupings also. And this will include, let me tell you, I have a feeling, this entire exercise of undertaking a caste census.